Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Saturday, August 19th, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin was down 4.14% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 40.90, a high of 42.61, and a low of 39.74. The price of Bcash, on the other hand, was up 65% to a new all-time high of 912. Not a bubble. Bitcoin growing up, heading to $10,000. Yet another fancy finance guy is weighing in on Bitcoin, this time Octagon Strategies' Dave Chapman, who says that $10,000 is not out of sight. And as he says here at the bottom, and I think this is a major key, the total market cap for all cryptocurrencies in January of this year was $20 billion. Today, we're looking at $146 billion. In the space of 8 months, we have had $126 billion enter this sector. That's a lot of money. High-tech flesh palace where strippers dance for Bitcoin. Well, not exactly Bitcoin. As usual, it's an ICO called Legends Coin, which gives you access to the Legends Room in Las Vegas, where, you guessed it, the girls will have QR codes on their bodies that you can scan. As predicted in 2013 on Mad Bitcoins and in 2012 on Bitcoin Talk, we've been talking about this for a long time. You can scan the QR code for your stripper. Unfortunately, she'll probably take Legend Coin, not Bitcoin. But it's a start. We're also joined by Jimmy Song with a check of the current Bitcoin scaling. How's it going, Jimmy?
It's going great. So it looks like, it's now something like 60 to 70% more profitable to mine Bitcoin Cash. Like I said yesterday, this isn't necessarily the only thing that miners will be taking into account, especially since it's going to take longer for their coins to mature. And they're probably waiting to see if this price rise is sustainable on Bitcoin Cash. That said, I haven't seen that much evidence that miners are actually moving over to Bitcoin Cash, which is very interesting because it does seem like there's some skepticism among miners that this price rise will continue. What's even more interesting is that the 3 exchanges in Korea are by far the biggest buyers of Bitcoin Cash, and they're not exchanging Bitcoin to get Bitcoin Cash. They're buying it directly, which is very, very interesting. There's a lot more money coming into the space through Bitcoin Cash, which, people that are dumping Bitcoin for Bitcoin Cash for Bitcoin, well, this is where all that money is going, or where all that money is coming from. I will also note that the combined value of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, or what I would call a pre-split coin, which, if you own the Bitcoin before August 1st, you own one of each. Right now, that value is right around $5,000, which is a pretty big milestone. It's just no one's really tracking the combined value of those two. But hey, if you own like Casacious coins or any sort of hardware coin where you don't want to remove the seal, well, those are worth a lot right now. So something to think about. $5,000. We've sort of broken through. I don't know how. Whether you would count that or not, but that is an interesting thing to think about. But yeah, as far as, tracking, it looks like Bitcoin Cash will downward difficulty adjust in a couple of days. We obviously have Segway coming in, a few more days after that. I think it's scheduled for August 23rd, so that will be interesting. We'll probably have a show here on the World Crypto Network, and we'll talk about what's going on. We'll watch for sort of the first Segway transaction, and the first spending of the Segway transaction as well, and just sort of see how all the block explorers handle it, and see if we can see how those go. So those are some things to look forward to. That's my update.
And if you think your unsplit coins are valuable now, wait until Bitcoin 3 comes out. We'd just like to ask everyone to give us a thumbs up and a share. We're also joined by Tone Vase with a check of the current market conditions. How's it going, Tone?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm still here in Russia, in St. Petersburg. I don't know how you guys can hear me well or not. I'm kind of on speaker. Fitting. I have like a crown right there behind me. That makes sense. Just found a little quiet corner at a bar. It's evening here. And I'm not going to do charts today because I can't share a screen, but Like I found myself really disappointed in what the hell is going on and how people are actually taking this altcoin seriously, and it's depressing the price of Bitcoin. But the history of Bitcoin has always been the depression of its price. Everyone is always trying to hold it down. And when they're not holding it down, they're doing fake shit to pump it up. So right now they're using all this fake stuff to pump the Bcash, and it's slowly depressing Bitcoin. So in a way, it's good. I mean, look, get your Bitcoin while it's cheap. It's only $4,000. We all got spoiled. We all expected a $10,000 Bitcoin this year once we got so high. In reality, Bitcoin is up 400% this year and is doing really, really well. On my numerical indicator, on the weekly chart, we're putting in a doji on number 5. If there was 1 week in this 9-week stretch that you wanted to be a suppressed week in price, this is the most optimal week. It makes it a lot easier to get that 9 count based on my numerical indicator if the 5th week is suppressed. So I am not taking Bcash seriously. I know, like Jimmy said, people in Japan are buying it like crazy. Sorry, not Japan, Korea. And I'm not surprised. They're probably being told a bunch of bullshit as to why they need to buy it. And that's okay. And I can't wait till Bitcoin 3 comes out. Maybe that's what we're all going to be calling it, Bitcoin 3.
It's like Coke 3. It's Coke 3.
And we'll really see how that one goes. I do have a Consensus coin that I'm actually trying to sell, and thanks Jimmy for letting me know that that Consensus coin is now actually worth $1,000 more in intrinsic value. So maybe it will be easier for me to sell it. But yeah, no, that is interesting. If you had your coins before August 1st and you haven't sold it for Bcash, you know, maybe it's worth it to just hold on to them and not sell it for this Bcash shit in order to be able to just, sell them for both at the same time in November. This is the new model. I had no idea what will cause altcoins to go away, but it sounds like this will make altcoins go away. You just get like an old disgruntled core developer that probably was never good enough to be a coder, to be a code developer to begin with. You get him to scream he knows better, and you get him to start your altcoin forking Bitcoin. You know what? I'm still, maybe when I get back to the US, I'll reevaluate everything. I'll be back in the US as of Tuesday. I'll be in the US for a few weeks, and then it's off to my European tour. We'll see. I'm not quitting Bitcoin yet. I don't consider there's two evenly spread Bitcoins. If there are, then I may need to hold to the community promise. So we'll see how it goes. All right, here, let me give you guys a look at Russia, and after that, back to you, Thomas.
Nice. Looks like a horse statue. Very good.
Yeah,
well,
this place is like Amsterdam. It's like canals everywhere, like running through the middle of the city.
well, thanks again for everybody for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Today in Bitcoin. Bye-bye.